Okay, go.
We live?
Yep.
Are we?
Yeah.
I don't see it on my side.
Well, start the intro because it is on.
Anyway, we are going to start it now. So, hello guys and welcome to round 10 of the LMP2 series in Gavra Racing. And tonight we are here in the Red Bull Ring, at the Red Bull Ring in Austria for LMP2 racing. Tonight we're going to be joined by the normal man, the myth, the legend. It's
Me, Dutch Musso, or Chris, whatever you prefer.
I just call him Dutchy. That's just complicated though for me because my teammate's Dutch and you're Dutch and I keep confused using you and him. But anyway, can you put the displays on please?
Ah, yes, sorry. Oh, Cashin's already disconnected.
Well, that's not a good sight to see.
And he's joined again. Let's hope that doesn't happen in quali.
I still do not see the streaming on my YouTube. Ends up being on my channel. Oh, there it is. So we got that. Okay. Let me go onto the Gavra website quickly. Gavra.
For the standings or what then?
Yeah, I'm a bit unprepared because we are running a little bit behind. Well, no. The races are actually meant to start a little bit earlier than the other leagues.
They're what we actually thought they're supposed to be.
So me and this is where it started. Me and Bowie, me and Dutch Musso or Chris. I'm calling him Chris now. Chris thought it was 8:30 or 9:30 Italian time or whatever time.
Central European time.
Central European time. That's it. And it worked out that I'm wrong. It's 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. As we're talking about that, I have got the championship standings. So, well, it's kind of easy to decide who's on the top step of the podium at the moment, isn't it, in the championship?
Yeah.
This man we're watching right now. Yeah, the championship leader is cashing it in the Ferrari B team with 192 points. Pirelli, which is his teammate, on 180 points. So, cashing it, if he has a bad race tonight, he could lose the championship lead.
Yeah.
Next is Sig, a great driver and great person to talk to. I have. He's on 158 points. Next is Lonnie, HLB. Oh, by the way, Sig is in Durex Racing, by the way. But Lonnie in HLB Racing is on 102 points, but got 3 LLPs. So, just find out that.
Oh, a lot of people taking that last corner very wide, I see.
Yeah.
Getting some lap time invalidated.
3 LLPs is practice ban and quali ban. So, Mr. Lonnie will be starting from the back of the grid for tonight. I think.
Does Marcos have that then, or what? Oh, wait, no.
No, that's
out?
just through claims I've had. I was meant to have it for 3 rounds.
Okay.
Cypher Knight is next into. It's P5 in the championship now. Wow. He jumped up a bit. He's in the project speed. He's 100 points. Next, we've got Mark, HLB, in the HLB Racing, on 94 points. So he could jump up two places tonight if he gets better finish than Lonnie or Cypher Knight. Next is a tie, actually. We've got a tie. We've got Flip in Project Speed on 77 and Reezy Real, or AA Reezy, in the Pacific Rim Racing on 77 as well. ID Forgets, I think, has changed his name today. So ID4LGR, I think it is now.
Yeah, there it is.
There he is. He is in TRP on 62 points. He is. And then it's Nico, a driver that we haven't seen much of in the last few rounds, really. He's been very distant. Is he here tonight? That's the question.
No, I can't see him at least.
Okay, that's not good. He's on 55 points. And then it's Suki for Pacific Rim Racing. She's on 36 points. Next is Hijacker Sweden in TRP on 32. Matteo in FM Racing on 30. Interceptor in ESR on 21. Yeves Dog in ESR as well on 18. Then we go down to Endex HLB in TRP on 18 points. Mike HLB in BM Racing on 15. Agulator on 0 points in Durex Racing. And Gaming VR in BM Racing on 0 points. Just to say that the reason some of these guys didn't get any points, even though their first round was last week, it's because a lot of them disconnected. If you guys didn't get to see.
Yeah, I think we started with 16 people and then we ended with 4.
Yeah,
I'm not exactly sure. And then we couldn't rejoin, so we just ended the stream there.
Yeah, I don't know what the results, what the finishing positions were, but championship stand, the constructors championship. It is Ferrari B team in first place on 372 points. Next is a Durex team on 213. Looking at that actually, Agulator was the reserve. No, he is the replacement. Nico's retired, I think, or left. Because he's now, there's no replacement, it's actually a full drive. So Agulator, I think, is a full driver, taking Nico's place. So they're on 213 points. Next is HLB, which is Lonnie and Mark on 196 points. And we go down to Project Speed, which is Sci-Fi Flip Flip, 178. Pacific Rim Racing. Suki, I think she may have quit, I don't know, or has given up for the rest of the season. As ARMJ is in the same slot as Suki is on the standings, so we have to find out. They are on 113 points. Then TPR, which is Endex, Hydro Sweden, and ID Forget, which is they're on 111 points. And we go down to ESR, which is Interceptor and Yevezdog on 39. FM, which is Fly High and Matteo on 32, and BM Racing in last currently, which is Mike and Gaming VR on 15 points. As we got quite a few people now spectating the stream. BM Racing for the win this time. Well,
but I've seen Yevezdog is actually at the top of the time ball so far.
Yeves in who's he? What was he? He's in ESR, so we'll have to see. But
and our championship leaders aren't really anywhere so far.
Well,
I don't know if this is maybe because there's obviously still free practice. So
1 second, 1.4 seconds down. So we're just coming to the end of practice now. It's a very quick lap for these guys, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But a lot of people not actually making laps. Half the lap or half the grid has made laps, and the second half has not made laps.
Penalties than I thought.
Siggs had all of his lap times invalidated, though. I think he's taken every time the last corner too wide. I don't know about any of the rest, though.
I know Lonnie's got LLP 3 LLP, which some of you guys haven't raced in Gavra or don't know the meaning of LLP. It is license level penalties. So I've been notified after the GT4 race, which I race in. There's a bit of commotion of comments, and I found out that commentators and also drivers can make claims against drivers, and the claims are reviewed by, I think, the driver, well, the guy who runs the car, that runs the category. So the person who runs the LMP2 is Reezy Real.
Racy.
And I think Gavra and a few others get to see these penalties, and they decide whoever gets penalties or not, these claims, and how bad it is. If it's really bad and you've just deliberately taken someone out, you're more than likely going to get a race ban or something like that. Whereas instances that are like you slightly tap someone and just take them off the track, you get one, which is I think it's only 5 minutes of practice. Let me just double check that for you guys actually. So 0 LLP is no penalty. LLP1 is practice ban. LLP2 is practice ban and limited qualifying duration, which is 5 minutes. LLP3 is qualifying ban and practice ban. LLP4 is practice and qualifying ban for 2 consecutive races. Claim racing will lower the LLP as normal. LLP5 is race suspension, and LLP6 is championship disqualification. So, just so some of you guys can get up to date with that. They are new to this. So we're now Chris.
Yes?
The display. Anyway.
We also see somebody's got a penalty, ARMJ.
Oh.
1 grid place.
So, if I am... This is what the glory of the GT4s were. My teammate Bowie, who had a qualified and practice ban last round, the guy in last got a grid place penalty. So from the last row, it was KTM, Janetta, KTM. Instead of KTM,
but
KTM,
if you get
KTM.
But I think something you should actually do though, if you have a qualifying penalty, you should retire as soon as quali's over. Because then, if you retire, then if somebody gets a grid penalty, I don't think it counts. Or maybe it does.
No, I think it still does.
Yeah.
But there's a big bunch of people up at turn 2. I don't know if there's been a spinner.
Probably. I think there has been, if I can just find the person though. There.
Jamie VR.
Damage? No, but I did see some people spinning out in practice as well.
I gotta say, this track's beautiful.
Yeah. I just did on F1. I just did this track for the career mode. So.
I raced around here.
But this is
about 2 months ago, or less, in the GT4s, and it could have been a 1-2, well, no, a 2-3 for the KTM's. But I pitted and my teammate, silly sausage, put too little amount of fuel in. Because the championship is long enough, no, the races are long enough that the tyres are gone by the end of a full race. Well, if you go on soft tyres, by the end of the race your tyres are going to be fully gone.
Yeah.
And you got like.
But I've just noticed Pirelli's the only person so far to have gotten a sub 1 minute 20. Because even in practice and all that, so.
So the Ferrari B team are picking up the paces again, as they usually do. But cash in it. Championship leader. Down
But
currently.
for how long?
I really hope that these two will battle it out for the final round. Imagine the scenes if it was Nico Rosberg Hamilton incident.
Yeah.
Final corner, final lap, final round. That would be killer.
They just both crash into each other, both
wow,
go into the wall.
Six on pole.
Sick! By 900ths of a second.
So the Iceman, as he's named, I just call him the big fucking teddy bear with a helmet on. Currently on pole. With only 4 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. 45.
Can he hold that momentum though? I think though we will be seeing a lot of penalties with the last two corners.
Yes.
People just taking them slightly too wide and...
As I know the track limits on this game around here. You can take...
Oh, Sig's going faster by 5/10.
Oh! Interesting.
So I don't know if this is because of less fuel, but...
Yeah. So Sig doesn't get a warning for that how wide he was there going into the final corner.
Yeah.
Does that count as on the track still? That was an invalid lap time for the final corner, I guess.
That first corner as well.
But yeah. Turn 1 you can go slightly wide and let off in the race.
Yeah.
The second to last corner, which is turn 9 I think, is well, you can go slightly wide, but not majorly wide.
Yeah.
And well, I know that it works because I was able to get really good runs on people coming out of the final corner by having a little bit of a wider line, but not getting penalised.
Yeah.
Half the time I didn't get, 90% of the time I didn't get warning, slow down. But anyway, we're seeing a lot of changes so far throughout the session. So the driver which has the one grid pace penalty, which is ARMJ, I think it is. He's up to 9th. So he could lose 1 place to his teammate if it stays this way. But Sig has returned to the pits and going back out, so he's going to try and get back out for one final lap. One final push, as that looks like
Pirelli was in front of him, and now Sig's in front of Pirelli again.
That looks very weird. I don't know what happened there. It looked like his tyre snapped as we panned onto him. Like he just sort of bent inwards. As that is, I don't know who that is coming out of the pit.
Cashman's beating his teammate now by 10.
Pirelli needs to go. Pirelli needs to move.
That is very true.
He may not make it if he keeps weaving and staying behind this. Spoke too soon. So I think that is the team of Gaming VR and Mike actually.
That is, that looks like, yeah, that's catching it behind him, and I don't know who the other person is.
The other one behind him I think might be Gaming or Mike.
Yes, Mike. It is. No, it isn't. No, it's Mike. Where is he?
Mike
yes, it is.
So it's Mike and Gaming in the very nice looking livery that I pointed out last round. hopefully we don't have any incidents like last time. Ah, I understand why Lonnie got the 3 LLP now.
Why?
First lap last round.
First lap. I'm trying to think.
Going up through a Rouge.
Oh, Mike spun it last corner.
Going through a Rouge.
Oh yeah, that big incident.
Oh, well that's a bigger incident. That's just caused. I think that was...
Wait, who is that?
I think Cypherknight just turned... That was a bit of oversteer I think someone had then. Yeah, that was Cypherknight.
I think they both...
What?
Is it something on the track there? Because that is very weird that two people spin out right back to
yeah,
that.
but I don't know what happened there. I'm going back in the stream to see what happened. That was well weird. Mike just goes through the corner.
But it looks like he steers into him.
He does. He loses it, and then I think Cypherknight was just trying to avoid him. Don't know why he was trying to be avoiding him. He's that high up the hill, but he just turned in and then lost it. Got a bit of oversteer and just lost it. But that is the end of qualifying. If you want to run through the results while I put the jumper on quickly, because I'm a bit cold.
Okay. In first, we have Sig with a 119.4, followed by Cashnit with a 119.5. Ferretti right behind him with a 119.6. ID4 with a 119.9. And then we'll see here who was behind ID4. Behind ID4 was Flip Flip with a 120.4. Behind him, Yeverstock with a 120.5. Interceptor will be in 7th with a 120.55. 200ths of a second behind Yeverstock. Mark right behind them with a 125.9. 4/10ths off of Interceptor. ARMJ following them both with a 121.2. Followed by Index in 10th with 121.2. Wait. They are both 3,000ths of a second off each other. And I can't check the rest.
Also, I was just about to say that they will be swapping position because of AJ's penalty.
Yeah.
As we are lined up on the grid. Why does the red car of Sig look very toned? This view, it looks very beautiful.
I can't even see his car.
Look,
Wait.
look at the car. It just looks from the camera view that we just had.
Yeah. I can't see his car from there.
Yeah, you can.
He's blocked out by the.
Oh.
I can't because he's blocked. Yeah,
Turn
he's blocked out by my.
the interface off quickly. Go to the center button.
I can't.
Go to interface and then press the hide interface and then turn it back on quickly.
I can't.
You can.
I can't as race director.
You can. I'd do it.
Well, I can't press settings, so.
No, not settings. Go to you know, you got that bar at the bottom.
Yeah.
You got that yellow square at the bottom in the middle.
Yeah.
Press that, I think.
Overview. No, that does nothing.
Wow.
There's nothing that says.
It says X or hide interface in the bottom left.
It just says X to select and cycle through the tabs and back.
Oh, I don't know then. Yeah, okay then. But if you go to the stream, you'll see it.
Okay. To the stream, we must go.
Also, if we get the other view, that would be possibly better for the start. As we've got.
Which one, this one?
Yes. So just to carry on, what the qualifying results were. We haven't got the times, but Reezy Real in 11th, then Game VR in 12th, Agalate at 13th, Mike in 14th, Cypherknight in 15th, and Lonnie at the back of the grid going to try and make his way all the way up the grid to 16th, from 16th. And also before we, as we go to 3 red lights, and we're green. So we're going down towards turn 1 now. Sig having a good start. Going 3 wide into turn 1 for the second place.
ID4.
There's been contact further back. Goes back. Oh, as we've had a spin. That's a big crash from the Yevez. Yevez caused that.
Oh, somebody's missing a rear wing already.
That is.
Sig's immediately pulling a big gap.
I think that's one of the Ferrari B team of, I think that might be... Oh, I don't know.
Hamilton's second. I think, wait, where's Pirelli? I think
Pirelli's down
Pirelli's spun it,
seventh.
but I'm not sure.
Pirelli's down in 7th. Or it might have been one of the... oh, that's a very deep line from Mark there.
Let's use him.
Oh, it's
ID4.
ID forgot.
Yeah.
ID forgets with the missing rear wing. So, from the commentator's view, that was just going back quickly in the stream as they go through the 9th corner and 10th corner for the first lap. The start.
I think that was flip-flip actually.
Yeah.
Because flip-flip's got front damage.
Wait, so cash in it, take back on the track. I'm just watching this back.
I think it was flip-flip that spun it.
Yves turned slightly into who is that? ID4, then turns back into which would be Pirelli. Pirelli goes across over the top of Yves and hits ID forgets. So from the commentator's view, I would say that looks like Yves. Well, yeah, it looks like Yves' fault for that. But I called it. I didn't want to see this happening when the guys just dropping back so far back on the first lap as ID forgets only just going down.
Pirelli's also lost his front wing. Or rear wing.
Pirelli spun it. Pirelli is backwards. So this is not looking good for these cars. He's just made contact with a wall as well. Pirelli.
Yeah, I think this is definitely going to be some claims against Yves.
Yeah, there will be a lot. I think there will be a lot of claims, and also being told that commentators can make claims. I
mean, it doesn't really seem to be much of a point because we're not really affected by this, but...
I know, but like, from a commentator's view, you can still complain about the driving. You want... Going back to what my race was like, you want to see good racing, good battles, and that weren't really a battle. As Mark makes an overtake on that, would be flip-flip for 4th place, but doesn't make it. No, like...
Flip-flip's got a penalty.
Flip-flip is a penalty, 1 second already? 2 seconds?
2 seconds.
But no, as I was saying, it's oh, as they nearly make contact.
It's getting a bit close.
Now, so Mark got to 4th place.
I do think Flip-flip's got front wing damage though, because he was in front of Yves and now he's behind Mark.
Yeah, no, but I think you want to see good racing and good battling. As there are there's a three-way battle further back. There's got 6 cars back, 2 more behind these. Sort of Endex and Mike and Lonnie. Lonnie up to 11th place, so not bad from him. Making 2 places from the Pirelli, and I didn't forget, Pirelli's already a lap down.
Yeah, but front wing damage takes quite a long time, and he hit that wall slightly, so you'll have a small bit of front wing damage.
ARMJ is also nearly on there on a lap down as well. As there's a cone on the middle of the track. But yeah, we want to. These are top class drivers, and they want to be battling, and that's what we want to be seeing. And yeah.
Oh, that's going a little bit wide from Mike.
There's a little bit of tension in the cars. I don't know what Yves was thinking. Just go back to the championship standings. Keep in mind that he's made contact with ID Forgets and Pirelli. And hey, Yves Dog is 15th in the championship with 18 points. ID Forgets.
So this will obviously boost him, but that's if you know, he is allowed to take the points.
Yeah. And then ID Forgets is in 9th place in the championship with 62 points. But he had made contact with Pirelli, who's 12 points off of the lead of the championship. So that is whoa! As Lonnie just takes out the 50-meter ball going into the final corner. But
and anyone who's played this game knows that does do damage to your car, though.
Yeah.
So
some tracks it doesn't, but yeah. Pirelli has been compromised quite a lot through this incident. So there's possibly going to be some chats going down as Mike looks like for an overtake on Gaming VR, which has been pretty simple. Gaming VR just dropping behind him now. As there has been a spinner, I think, further ahead, I don't know.
I can't see anything on the map.
Nope, it's been cleared up. But there's a four-way battle now. 8th place it is. Could be 5-car battle soon. As where is Sig is coming around the final corner now, so 6th lap. So Sig sort of just keeping a gap off of Cash in it. So this could.
And he's actually pulling away as well. So
yeah, actually he's pulling away in the straight. So this could be the race for Sig here. This could be his race if he doesn't.
Finally getting a race win.
Yeah, if he doesn't have any problems. But as we are saying that, there's a battle going on for 8th place, I think. As Mike looking anyway around. Oh, as Lonnie spun it. Good avoiding action there from Gaming VR to not make contact with him. So Lonnie actually has a suspension damage. So this is going to be bad.
Damage and,
Lonnie just letting Agulator pass. He's taking out 2 boards. So it's only the 50-meter
not too
board
great
now.
because if you use those, then
And it was at a very bad point of the track.
that's not a place you want to spin out. I'm surprised he didn't just immediately go to the pits though, because suspension damage, that's not something you can just drive with. That will slow you down rather significantly.
Yeah, that was a very odd incident. I think he just had a bit of understeer, I think. No, oversteer.
Understeer tried to correct it with a little bit of gas and then oversteer.
Oh, as we've had another spin, that would be Mike. So Gaming VR giving
just
him
keeping it out of the walls though, so...
there.
And he hits the wall as well.
So,
just trying to get out of the way, I think. There we go.
As BM
He's
Racing,
keeping out of the way, though.
I don't know who that is, makes a comment of Lonnie crashed on me.
Lonnie crashed.
Okay, as there is another code on the track, so we've got some more racers we have. So keep moving around the track somehow.
Yeah.
There was one on the turn 1. I don't know where it's gone now. But Sig, 7 laps. So we're 7 laps in now. Sig leading away from Cash in it. As Lonnie
in the pits now to repair his damage.
So we'll have to wait and see. As Racing Real not looking to. Well,
but this is obviously the last thing that Pirelli needed for his championship battle. So
yeah, this has really compromised his race series. As he's now dropped down to 15th place, and that works out as I think 2 points or 1 point for the main driver. Let me just double check.
I wouldn't know.
Let me just double check that whilst please go on. Point system. Okay. So points for a normal driver is 2 points for 15th.
Yeah. Well, he's up to 14th now because Lonnie's still in the pits, but.
So Lonnie in the pits
place,
still. That must be some really bad suspension damage. So that puts him up 3 points, whereas his teammate currently running on 25 points.
Mark is in 4th.
Mark is in 4th, yes. But Cash in it, who is Pirelli's teammate, currently in 2nd place on 25 points. So it's not looking too good as there's a 22 point gap at the moment between them two, and it's 12 points between Pirelli catching up to Cash in it. So this will be putting him down 34 points if he finishes here. So let's have a look. I'm looking at the lap times now.
For Cashley, this will be really good. I can put up the timings. So.
Yeah, I'm looking at the last laps. I am. The fastest person on the last lap was Cash in it as well. But not much over Sig though. As that is ID forgets with a penalty 1 second as well. We just noticed as we exited that. So Cash in it. Second place.
Flip in the pits, does he maybe have damage? Or is it just an actual pit?
No, it's not natural.
No, I think
pit.
it's damage.
56 litres, so that's not natural. That's a damage reason. There's a damaging of car, but I did the weather forecast was. If I just go back.
That's for damage.
Damage. Okay.
I think Thor's got a penalty.
Yeah,
that
I
is
said
a
that
penalty.
earlier.
Oh, okay, that's 1 second.
Just go back. Messages LMP2. The message was heavy cloud, overcast, light rain for tonight, guys. So it's probably going to be a light rain last half hour of the race. Because we are only.
But I'm wondering if the overcast thing will actually, like, maybe change either their strategies or just their driving styles, because the track will be slightly colder, so maybe just trying to push slightly harder, keep the heat in the tires.
That is a very.
Oh, and somebody spun it.
That would be Sig. Sig lost the lead the race. Sig.
He hasn't got damage though, I think, so
that's
still fine. But now he has to.
Too much throttle at the start there. The exit the corner. So Sig now down second. So this is not helping out Pirelli at all. This isn't.
I mean, Pirelli's probably hoping that Sig and Cash in it get a little bit of a quarrel, but
that's probably what he's hoping.
Obviously, you wouldn't hope for your teammate to crash, but
well, no. Depends on how nice they are to you.
Yeah.
Where some drivers get along with their teammates quite well, as like I've seen, and I also do. I get along with my teammates so well. We easily do about 3 hours of practice in one night, and we go out together, and we spend the whole time just sitting behind each other full speed. We run the same setups, near the same setups every night, or every race we do, and we just stay behind each other and battle. And I think it was the race and the qualifying here, the GT4s, that I think it was the qualifying actually. I called us a bit of like the Ferrari style from a couple of years back, where they used to go out together and tow the other car. So yeah, we sort of do that, and it kind of works out quite well. And also saying that, I've just noticed Sig's got a penalty. So hopefully it's only a 1 second penalty. It's only a 1 second penalty. So
I've got to go all the way after.
Yeah, we need 1 second penalty for Sig, as he trying to hunt down Cash in it now, as he's and that's a cone. That's him off the track, and that is a Mike in the pit lane. So that cone came from Mike, I think, flipping it.
I think so too.
Lane. So
see, yeah, he's being overtaken by Flip who was just into damage, and Pirelli.
So Pirelli up to 13th place now. He's 3 seconds away from Flip. So every shot. You're looking for anything.
I just see at the right there, hashtag don't crack under pressure. You have a stock.
I think that's just a bad thing to put on the exit of the corner that everyone's just spinning out. And there's a person waving. Hello, my good sir, in the sand to the left. There he is. Hello, hello.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's go back to the Sig and Pirelli cash it battle. As
Yep,
no battle.
there we go.
Oh, tell live Pirelli and flip. Within a second.
Flip and Pirelli. Let's watch that battle. They're closer.
Yeah, they are. 26 seconds. So. We actually got some few. I've not really been paying attention to the comments in the stream, but we've got a couple of comments in the stream. So we got, what do you think about Spain not being in F1 anymore? And Interlagos out as well. Well, Spain, I love that track. I'm actually going out there in 5 weeks for the MotoGP, so I actually get to go see it. And Interlagos has been said that it could be going. It hasn't been said that it is going. Has Pirelli looked for a dive?
Pirelli, yeah, looking up his inside a little bit.
I think Pirelli's been watching my racing for the last few days. Try and dive bomb people. By that I mean I don't dive bomb people. I just make overtakes. By dive bombing. By that meaning I
don't dive bomb and crash them out.
I dive bomb them.
Gavra, don't look at this video.
I dive bomb people if I'm close enough and they've left the door open, and also they've taken a really wide line. If they've taken a wide line, I might as well just go for it.
Like that.
Position. Like that.
Pirelli maybe looking for the outside line now.
Where?
Maybe
Okay.
Switchback move.
We're sort of going to look at this in plans of my eye. What happened with me on Wednesday? I was side by side. I was behind this Porsche, going through a slower corner than the last one, and I went down the inside of him. And the next corner, I got hit off the track on the inside. So yeah,
that's a bit.
But
that's
yeah,
not great.
As we were saying about the Spain and Interlagos. Interlagos hasn't been said that it's going, but there is possibilities that it's going for Rio de Janeiro. Which one I totally don't. I don't like. I don't like the track. It doesn't look like a track. It looks more like a sketch that someone designed, and it's not going to be like that. It's not going to be as good as that. As Pirelli looks the inside line on, as they go
a little bit of wheel spin. Is that going to compromise him into these straights?
Between these two. 200ths of a
side
second.
By side, I think Pirelli is just in front.
1,000th of a second that was there. I saw.
Pirelli, is he going to make the move? Yes, come on.
He made a rear lock up there. If you hadn't noticed, the rear actually slightly locked up there. And I have fallen into the trap of the rear lock up in that corner a lot of times, and that is scary in that corner. But so Pirelli is up to 12th place now, and Sig is dropping off the back of Cash in it.
But this is a great recovery drive from Pirelli so far.
Yeah. So as the battles are sort of spreading out now. Next battle is Pirelli cashing it. Oh, Pirelli, Sig and cashing it.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, the thing about Rio and Interlagos, I think it's not gonna, it won't change as quick as possible. And
Sig going very wide there again into turn 2.
But I'm just...
Let's check if he's got any more penalties. Yeah, he's got another second.
Another second. There's a 4-way battle further back, if you want to jump aboard that. Or it might be a 3-way, it's a 3-way battle. That is AJ, Pirelli and Vincent there.
All looking for position 11.
But, so I think we can all agree, it's a bit... I don't understand the idea of adding 3 tracks in one season. If you understand what I mean. Because we're getting Vietnam next year. Oh, that's an early pit stop for AJ. AR, I mean. So maybe that's the damage as Pirelli. Oh no, that is one of gaming.
I think that's
or
backmarker,
I
so.
think that's game. I think that's VR. No, it's not VR. It must be ID forgets. No, not ID forgets. Mike. I mean Mike. Letting them pass.
It's Mike. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, Mike. Letting them pass. But they're getting Vietnam. We're apparently getting rid of Catalonia. What are we going to replace it with? Oh, what? We're going to replace it with another street track. What are we going? Rome this time?
That nobody really wants. I mean,
What?
I doubt people are gonna go to Vietnam just because there's F1 there.
I think it'd be a big. I think it'd be a big thing, like, to be honest. But then
I think the first and second year will be like, oh my god, a new track, and then it's gonna be like, well,
I
it's
think
just
it's
the same
getting
as
to that point with
Azerbaijan.
Azerbaijan as well. Azerbaijan's
But
getting to it as well.
But
Like,
the problem with something like Vietnam to me is, you see that long straight at the end.
I don't like it.
That's immediately going to tell you that there's only going to be two teams actually ever competing there, and that's Ferrari and Mercedes.
To be
and
fair,
with
the
Mercedes with their
McLaren is
engine.
quick this year. The McLaren's quick this year. I think the McLaren's
Yeah,
quick
but
this
it's not going to be competing for race wins.
year. I think next year they could be. In the next 2 years, I think they'll be battling for championship, battling for wins.
Mm.
But,
But I mean, in any case, to me, like the new aerodynamic changes, I'm hoping it because they said it would reduce the loss of downforce to 5%. But I'm gonna be honest, I don't see that happening with.
Isn't it
the
like
front wheels.
increasing the the overtake chances to 50 or something like that?
Yeah, but I mean, they've already widened the rear wing, which makes DRS stupidly overpowered.
Yeah, and also, what are you saying about this? I saw on Lewis Hamilton's Instagram yesterday, I think it was, or 2 days ago. He doesn't like the idea of Interlagos going.
Yeah, but I mean, Interlagos, it's such a classic track, and
Interlagos is,
I mean,
is,
you know,
is a
that
track, yeah, it needs to be an F1. Because what?
I mean,
they're getting rid
it
of
dates back to the
Silverstone.
days of Ayrton Senna and all that stuff.
Yeah, you just think of this, okay? So, some of the tracks that we've had since, like, Senna and all that, Interlagos, Monaco,
Yeah.
Suzuka. What else?
But I must say,
Nothing
I
else.
really would like to see a return of Imola, because Imola, now that it's changed, it's not so deadly as it was back in the 80s
Yeah, but I
and
think
90s.
they'd have to. I don't think it would work with the elevation change. But no, I think there's only 3 tracks that are actually still on the calendar that were in the calendar when it was like the old F1, like
Like the classic F1, I mean,
Like
that's
Senna.
Hockenheim,
Hockenheim. It was used, but it was more Nürburgring. I'm pretty. No, it was more Hockenheim, wasn't it? So yeah,
Yeah.
we got 4. Yeah, 4.
because the last time Nürburgring was used was just after that crash with Niki Lauda, if I remember. Then they switched it to the yeah, I can't
GP.
remember.
But no, I think there's only 4 races. There's only 4 racetracks that are still on the calendar that were on the calendar many years ago. Oh wait, 5, Spa.
Yeah.
5
But I mean-
races out of what 20 tracks, so a quarter of the
21.
track. 21. So just over a quarter of, just under a quarter of the races. Oh, actually, we just say a quarter. A quarter of the races in Formula 1 calendar are classic.
Yeah.
Like the likes of Silverstone is meant to be going in the next few years.
But I
Which
think
I
the
don't
problem
see.
is, But I think the problem is all these tracks, they're not very high speed tracks. I mean, if you look at something like Azerbaijan, that's a very high speed track.
Yeah.
If you look at the last sector, and it really allows the cars to open up.
I'm mistaken, one race, Monza. Monza's been there a while as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
But no, all I'm saying is like Silverstone, very high speed track. You don't think of it though, but it is quite a high speed track. It's got
it's a lot of medium speed corners.
Medium to high speed corners a lot of the way around the track, and I've ridden around the track as well.
And it also makes it very good for the actual strategies because it's high abrasion. So.
Yeah. As well as like, so we've got Silverstone apparently going in the next few years. As really getting on the back of Aguilera now for 10th place. He's making his way back up. But no, Silverstone, good track. We're apparently getting rid of in 4 years.
Oh, what's that on the track? That's debris on the track.
That's breaking board. As there was contact there between.
Almost spinning. That was very close.
Two cars. I can't remember the name of the teams. It's Ferrari B.
Ferrari B and
is it the?
That might be Durex.
No, I don't think it's Durex. I think it's the other one. I don't know.
Wait, Sig. What team is Sig? Because that's his teammate.
Sig is. That's the one that. The standings.
We'll just check out what team Aqualate is in.
Durex team, you are right.
Yeah.
I'm
always right.
Well, I haven't made a Durex joke yet. I'm waiting for the right time. But
yeah.
Oh, this is going to be a long. There's going to be a lot of laps in this race.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't even done half an hour yet, and we're already at 20 laps. Just over 20.
So we're going to be doing what, 23, 22 laps in half an hour. Well, that's going to work out like maybe just under 60 laps, maybe just over 60 laps.
Yeah. Well, it's what, like ×3, yeah. I mean, we'll see actually 70 laps roughly. No. I'm estimating 66 laps.
I'm estimating 60.
60, okay.
So yeah, 60 laps I'm estimating. Whoever's closer has to buy the other person something. Lewis Hamilton hat, or I don't know, a Formula 1 hat.
Well, at that point, the only reason I'd want you to buy me that is so I could burn it.
I want Lewis Hamilton's new hat, the special. I want the limited edition one. I was going to buy the limited edition at Monza, but I didn't have money on it. I'm going to sell that. But no, there's not really many champs. Oh, there's a three-way battle now. And that's Reezy Real. Yeah,
Pirelli getting in there.
From Pirelli. So Pirelli,
Reezy's gone wide.
So Pirelli up to 9th place now. Only got half a second away from Gaming VR. This could be 8th place if he can make the overtake at some point.
I mean, there's still an hour to go, so that's exactly. Contact!
Near on contact. I think that might be in. I don't know.
That seems to be not a great corner for him because now he's losing time
to
Gaming VR.
As he's only got to defend from Breezy Real through the left-hander there, going into sector 3 now.
That's not a very good overtaking spot on the outside, so I would have been surprised if Racing got it done.
Well, GT cars, yeah, it's a good place to make overtakes because that's the only place you can make overtakes.
Well, I mean, there you can take that with really high speeds, you know. In comparison,
you can just yeet it into the corner and just hope for the best.
Yeah, but with these cars, you obviously.
This is going to be close.
Right behind Gaming VR. Can he make it into corner 1? Getting a good run, and I think he's going to do it by the straight already, actually.
Yeah, and as I was saying about the gaps between me and my teammate in GT4, we're closer than that. KVR looking for a bite back at him. Trying to bite back now.
Maybe on the straight here, but no, Pirelli just being able to get the power slightly down earlier.
Sig. 7 seconds down.
What have you done? Oh, he spun it. You can see by the tyres just in the background. Does he have any more penalties? No. Yeah. Cashman's already won this one.
You never know, mate. You never know. But no, I think there's gonna be a lot. Oh, Aguilator's disconnected.
Aguilator's disconnected.
There's been a lot of speculations about tracks being removed. I think I heard something about Canada.
I mean, Canada, it's...
Oh yeah.
It's on a track of... If you think of F1, you don't think of Canada, really.
No, but then you got to think of if you say Wall of Champions, people know.
Yeah.
But like, I'm thinking, like, I just remembered the removal of Catalonia is for the Dutch circuit as Zandvoort, isn't it?
Yes, actually yes, because isn't it next year Zandvoort's coming in?
Yeah, next year or the year after, and my teammate...
Oh, Pirelli going a little bit wide there.
My teammate is is one of the track marshals there. His mother is also a track marshal there. Fun fact.
I mean, I live like an hour away, so I would like to go see a race there, but... I mean, I don't get all the excitement of watching a race live. I mean, and I get excitement, but... I mean, to me, it seems more favourable to watch it at home, because you get to see the entire race.
Joe Black, we will see a camera change, but the reason why we're watching Pirelli is because he's second in the championship, 12 points behind.
But there's a little bit of a battle going on here, though, so...
Yeah, battling cash in it for the championship lead. He's been spun out on the first corner. Although he's been here from the start, he got spun out by Yeves, and he was flip. And we've sort of been following him from I think it was 15th place all the way up to 8th place currently. As we're saying that.
We can do a bit of a chase cam here if you want. Like
let's go for a that was a bad time for a chase cam.
God damn it! I just decided to do a cool
but flip with
cam change. Ow, my controller! That's my foot.
Pirelli is in 8th place and has got 21 seconds to Cypher Night, and it is closing, so possibly there could be a position change looking up in a few laps time, maybe about 10 laps if that. But if we go back to Rizzy Real, as he's under pressure from Gaming VR. No, not VR, Flip is what overtaken him. So, Rizzy Real actually trying to get back at him now. As they go into...
Now we can do a chase cam.
Yeah, turn 3. As we've had a spinner at the top of the field. I don't know who that is. It's neither of the leaders. It was Yeves dog, so Mark is into 3rd now.
Yeah.
As Flip has pulled a slight gap. Yes, Yeves, has he got damage?
A little bit of front, a little bit on the front.
Yeah, it looks a little bit damaged. Yeah, it is on the right hand, the left hand side of the camera. That was right hand side for the driver. Yeah, you can just see there's a bit of dirt as well mixed in. As he near on just takes his teammate with him. And
Yeah,
Interceptor is up to 4th. So, what is the name of this team? I forgot.
How did that happen?
Wait, I forgot the name of this team. Yevis dog, ESR. ESR.
ESR, yeah.
ESR currently on how many points in the championship? Yeah, it says not 39 points. They're leading the bottom 3 battle.
Yeah.
And then it's a 2-way battle for 5th in the championship. Then it's a, if you want to call it, 3-way battle for 2nd. And then it's just Ferrari.
Yeah.
But just to remind you guys that we've only got a few rounds to go. We've only got Hockenheim, Silverstone, Dubai, Zurich, Tsukito and Fuji to go before the end of the season. I think I will be missing 1 round of the season though. 1 round of the season to commentate. I think, maybe. Or I might be away.
What will I do without you? Wait,
Dunno.
Catman's pitting in. Yeah, he's low on fuel. Wait, is he? Does he miss the pit box? Or
Yes.
does he have a drive? Did he have a drive-through?
Wait. What? Cash, you missed the pit box, mate. I think.
That's not a mistake you want to be doing if you want to fight for the lead.
That happened to.
I mean, who did we see?
Yeah, I saw that
Yeah, I
happen
think-
in. I saw it happen in the GT4s. It was Slim Sign. Slim Sign was third place behind me at Catalonia. Me and him pitted same time. I saw him drive past me because his box was behind me, and I saw him drive past, and I was worried because I changed tyres and added fuel, and he just drove past. He got the fuel and didn't change the tyres, and it was raining.
Well, press F for. Yeah, there he goes in again. That's gonna cost him so much time.
But no,
Was there any fights going on?
Ashing it back in the pits. Hopefully
Getting the Mercedes
fuel.
treatment.
Doing the Mercedes treatment. Oh, he's actually getting fuel this time.
Don't crack under pressure. Oh, that's amazing that that's at the right side there.
Yeah. So,
Cashman's lost 3 positions.
Ashton having too good of a race currently.
This could actually still become a race between Cashman and Ferrari, just not at the front.
True. Now that would be a new one.
Cashman and Ferrari not anywhere near the top. He could actually overtake his teammate here, because he's still got quite a bit of fuel.
No, he's going down the pits now.
But like at the end, I mean, because Hugh will be slightly lighter. Yeah, he's actually only a second behind his teammate. There's Cashman in the front with Pirelli in the back.
Yeah.
This is not something that we could... Whoa! Oh, Cashman's gone wide!
This is gonna be very, very mad.
Absolute mad lad. Oh, that missing his pit box might have just cost him the entire race. That could have actually maybe even cost him the championship. They go side by side. He's ahead. Did he maybe let him pass because he was going very slow there?
Yeah, maybe them two were good friends and they were just letting him pass to try and help Pirelli out, because I think Cashner is. These two drivers are a very good team. They are very. They're very alike. They drive to the same level, and they run a really good race together. Aculator's back in the lobby. I don't know why he's tried to rejoin. His car was despawned. He must be just spectating and not wanting to listen to our commentary, because I don't know. But we have got Pirelli actually. I said Pirelli's closing in onto Cypher Knight, and he is. He's only 8 seconds away from him now.
Yeah.
But we're looking and thinking. Yeah. Is there any battles? Oh, Index and Cypher Knight.
Let's go to that fight then. Index and Cypher Knight.
Was it?
Yeah, right behind each other.
Actually, is Index. I didn't think it was Index. Oh, that is.
Oh, that's
that's very
wide. That is wide. Back to trackside. Oh, Index has gone into pits again.
Yves Dog in 6th place. So yeah.
But Ferrelli still has to pit, so I think maybe Kashnet's playing that game, but because he knew Ferrelli started to pit, so
Ferrelli's only 5 seconds away. So oh, that's a spin. Oh, that is a spin for Ferrelli.
Oh, that's Cyclonite. That's Cyclonite that's banned, I think. Yeah, Cyclonite.
So that puts Ferrelli into 3rd place now. That is too far of a gap to Interceptor, I think.
I mean, unless Interceptor spins it.
Very hard.
But Kashnit, I don't know how the fuel is going to look at the very end, but Kashnit might have to pit again. Sig is pulling away.
In this lap. Interceptor's 42 seconds down. How far is Interceptor? 34 seconds. Ferrelli is closing slowly though, that's the thing. He's still got 11 litres of fuel, so
he's got the most out of the top 3 here. But he is actually almost a lap down.
Yeah.
But it's amazing that Ferrelli's been able to just claw his way back up again. I mean, he was almost 2 laps down, and he's only 1 minute 15 seconds
he's
from the lead now.
He's actually right on the back of Sig, who's leading the race actually. So he could actually unlap himself very soon. But for some reason I thought I saw a car sideways, but I was just having a mental daydream. Mental head attack. 47 minutes remaining. Only 3 penalties for the for everyone in the race. We have 1 disconnection.
We can check if any of them have got any more.
No more. So no one's actually cut the corners much more than we actually really thought. The contact with Ferrelli at the start. As of after reading the events that have gone up in the GT4 chat and the stuff, I've seen that commentators can make a verdictions. I have the belief, and my opinion is Yves tried to turn left, saw the car of ID Forgets, then he turned right into Ferrelli, and then Ferrelli got spun left and turned into ID Forgets. ID Forgets had no rear wing, and then about a lap later Ferrelli lost it again and had no wing. I don't know what the second incident was. He was running 7th place or so when he had after having the incident. So possibly there could be something to talk about there. As Sig's actually in the pits now. But
Sig's in the pits now. Let's see. He's got a little bit of damage apparently.
I don't know if there's any other incidents that Ferrelli's been involved in, but I think, from my honest opinion, if you guys go back to the start of the race, if you guys want to have a look as well, for your opinion, I think it is Yves Dog. He makes
I mean, to me, I think Yves Dog tried to cover off. No, he tried to make space for ID4 on the left.
Can we just stay on board with Interceptor here? He's running very low on the amount of fuel he's got. He's got 2.2 litres of 2 litres of fuel going into turn 2. And turn 3 apparently. So it's going to be kind of worrying. As when I was looking for the map of Red Bull Ring, there's some fun facts about Red Bull Ring. Did you know? Where is it?
But Interceptor's now taking the lead after Sig's pit stop. But he starts to pit this lap. Actually, the question is, how much fuel is he going to have afterwards? Because he's at 0.9 meters now. And you can actually run out in the pit lane, which I have found out very sadly. He is just gonna make it if you look at the
yes, he is.
bottom right there.
The fun facts about Red Bull Ring. You know the runoff at turn 1?
Yeah?
The other side of the barrier of turn 1, the runoff, there is a go-kart track there.
Yeah?
Going down the straight after turn 1, on the left there is an off-road trail for bikes, and further up towards turn 2 there is an off-road enduro bike track, and then going down where Alonso had the contact in the F1, its first lap 2 years ago, going at the exit of turn 2 going down towards turn 3, to the left of that is a 4-wheel drive test track, and then at turn 3 behind the woods to the left there is a off-road car track, and we go on board with the leading Sigurboy quickly.
Pirelli's in second now. He's only 10 seconds off of Sig, but he starts to pit though.
Pirelli, actually, we'll go
He'll be
towards
pinning
Pirelli.
this lap.
So the view of Pirelli, you see straight ahead there where those white tents are.
Yeah?
That is the driving centre, so you can learn to drive. Fun facts with Ryan about Red Bull.
Oh, Lonnie's got a penalty. Is that for speeding in the pit lane? I think it might be because he's in the play up 10 seconds.
And there also is a photo of the
Lonnie!
Lonnie?
Pirelli's in the pits now.
Oh, Lonnie, man.
I'm actually curious
Why
to
is
see
Lonnie so far back?
Lonnie, I have no idea.
Anyway.
Pirelli in the pits now.
Um,
Who's all going to overtake him?
I was just looking. There was a photo.
Oh, Pirelli coming out now. He's going to be battling.
Oh,
where's
rain,
Pirelli?
rain!
Is there rain? Well, it's light
Yeah,
rain, so
rain
it's
the pit lane, rain the pit lane.
too much.
But I was just looking through the photos of the Red Bull one. Wow.
Even Mark's going to overtake Pirelli though.
Wow, that's cool.
Mark's already pitted.
Okay, that's cool. Someone made a racetrack out of the Red Bull logo.
Pardon?
Someone made a racetrack layout out of the one of the Red Bull, one of the balls of Red Bull.
I don't quite understand what you're saying.
I'll send you a photo.
Okay.
You'll understand. There's a total of 66 corners.
Okay.
And there's 3 sectors.
On Instagram or
Yeah.
I don't think you actually have anything else.
I took my case off my phone because I've got a case that doesn't actually fit my phone. There you go. We have a comment. Oh, rain. This could be interesting. Yeah, it will be interesting. If it's anything like Catalonia, Crazar, Crazar will understand. Crazar will understand that. He's,
have you sent it though?
Yeah. Instagram. He kind of runs GT4s.
Yeah, it's raining now. You can actually see now.
Yeah. It's worrying when there's spray.
Let's see. Oh, wait. Oh, that's a literal bull.
Yeah, it looks like a sick racetrack.
I mean, not gonna lie, it looks really challenging. It actually looks like Nürburgring style challenging.
I like the feet of the red of the bull. That'd be so hard for like an LMP2 car and an LMP1 car.
Yeah.
Or an F1 car. That track would just be. They would have to build a car with such a high like gear ratio that could like rev the hell out, because like the last straight where like the back is, it's just little like curves.
Yeah.
You could basically just take that flat. You just got to sort of leave.
That would be the engineer's dream, to try and build the perfect setup for that.
Oh yeah.
Because it's really down to driver whether you use like if you want stiffer suspension so that you have slightly more understeer. But then you're slightly more stable.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that'd be a really hard track to get a good setup on. But I think it would make a lot of good like battles. Yeah.
Because obviously it's like, the better setup wins there. It's not even about the better driver. Well, it would be about the better driver, but I mean their setup would be king.
I would like to know how long of a track it would be to do that.
Well, I mean, it doesn't really give you any dimensions. So.
No, it doesn't. But they're so sick looking track.
Yeah.
I would love to race around something like that.
Yeah. Flashing. We saw that a little bit in the last race with I think it was Mark as well. Mark and
what, the flashing the lights? Yeah. This is what
Crazy. And then
I don't know if this is a rule or not, but whenever, like, in real life, LMPs are overtaking GTs and stuff, and/or LMPs,
yeah,
lapping them, they always flash their lights so they can get out of the way.
But I think it's so that like, that,
they are faster and they need to get out of the way.
Yeah, but it's also that that this isn't somebody that you're battling for place. So.
Yeah, I do it in my races.
Yeah.
Like I mean,
it really just helps everything, so you don't have to try and guess whether you actually fight.
Speaking of someone who's in the chat who knows about me when lapping them, is Krezar, because he's a very bad luck this season. He's actually lapped a couple of times. But I actually he knows that I actually flash him I flash anyone, like when lapping them or stuff, like I'm coming quick, I'm coming up quick, you move out of the way, you just let me pass because I'm not bad.
Yeah.
The only time I do flash my lights and it's not lapping someone is when I'm a little bit frustrated.
Yeah.
By that meaning very frustrated, as Gaming VR looks to go for a little dive on ID forgets there. Lonnie made a position up.
Yeah. On Mike, but Mike was just in the pits for a very long time.
Yeah. Freight Krezar said it's not a rule, but it's a good idea to let them know.
Yeah.
It is a good idea.
I mean, it's like an unspoken rule.
I think it is a rule. I think in LM racing, like WE, like
yeah,
WEC.
like actual WEC racing.
WEC, I think it actually is. I think it is one of the rules. They do have the buttons on the steering wheel saying flash. So yeah, maybe it is, maybe it's not. I'm not rubbing it in, Krezar. I'm just saying that I have. Krezar, you have lapped me, but I only lapped you because...
How many times?
Probably about...
Oh.
I think he's, to be honest, he's lapped me 3 or 4 times, I think, Krezar has. I think he has lapped me about 3 or 4 times. Oh, as we got a spinner, that is a... Whoa! That's a close one. Oh, that was a...
That is ARMJ. That was it.
That was near on teammate death. He nearly killed his teammate.
Jesus, I think it's good that he...
Well, Like, I'm not gonna lie, that was a bit dangerous. That was very kind of dangerous from my view. That he shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, I mean, it was a little bit sketchy because he spun out and then you could see he tried to get out of the way, but by trying to get out of the way, he actually got in the way more.
Yeah. So I don't know what that's gonna do. No, correct, because you've lapped me. I'm pretty sure you lapped me at Sugo. I was in the pits for 2.5 minutes. And I think Daytona you might have done. I think.
Didn't you have an absolute mare at Daytona?
Yeah, I literally turned into a beached whale going to turn 1.
Yeah, turn 1 at Daytona. Oh, and he spun again.
So I think he's struggling with the wet. Possibly he.
Could be, and he's got suspension damage.
Possibly he will be the first driver in onto the wet. My guys, these don't have any intermediate, so it's either slicks or it's wet. And
I mean, at this point, like if it's too dry, you're honestly better being on slicks because being on wets it's even worse.
We haven't got any spray coming up yet, so that means the cars are still fine for the dry. But I think that we've got a few people. I don't think he's actually got a bit of damage there on the front bumper there actually. Flip is
yeah, it's got suspension damage.
Cash in it is second place now. So Cash in it is not actually doing too good. Oh, 2 people in. Yeah. That is Flip and Mark. So that could be wet tyres. That is wet tyres onto Flip's car. So
yeah,
is it pit? Yeah, it is. It is. Everyone's dropping in. There's the 2 guys lapped down. Oh, there's near on contact there. The pit lane. Everyone's pitting. So other than Pirelli, Cascina and 6, they haven't pitted yet. Of the top 6, Yellow's Dog down in 7th. That is a flashy lighted, LED lit. That would be Interceptor. Interceptor looking for his pit box. Yes. We don't see. Do we see any spray there? Oh, that's bad. That looks bad.
That is. Yeah. We can go to cockpit view if you want, and then just check how it looks.
Like
these guys. That is bad.
Yeah. How the hell is Pirelli and Cash in it like still on track like that? Right, to be fair.
I mean, we don't see any spray still, so.
No, usually we see the spray before they do, I think.
Oh.
Actually, I think there was a little bit on the outside of that corner there for. Oh, there's a little bit there. Also, they're worried. They're going to be worrying about the weather conditions because that is the wipers on for the car in front. Yep, they're all in. So. Yeah, everyone's pitting other than Cash in it. Oh,
that is spray. So
that is spray. Yes, it is.
I don't know if there's like an actual, I guess you could say, crossover point in this game when, you know.
Yeah, that's
it just hits you bang on.
Yeah,
but,
you just saw where it happened there.
Yeah.
Cash in it, just coming around the final.
If it is
Whoa,
so, I mean.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
There was a pit crew on the track.
Yeah.
Okay then. So, 44 laps in. Oh, as we had a big spin there for one of the No, not TPR. That would be. That is either Mike or Gaming VR.
It is not Gaming VR.
It is Mr. Mike.
Mike
Spinning.
with fronting damage again.
So not looking too, and we got a floating green car. I don't like that. But it did say it was going to be overcast. I can't remember the weather forecast again. The weather forecast is worrying because they said I worked out it's about every half hour they changed, didn't it?
Yeah, roughly.
Or so, and it works out. This could be getting worse because it's heavy cloud, overcast, light rain, and this ain't light rain.
Yeah, if you have rain at the end, it does actually tend to get worse. But Pirelli now playing catch up to not only Flip and Mark, but maybe even his teammate. And he is right behind Flip.
Pirelli on the lead lap as well. Actually, at 32 seconds down on Sig. So that extra lap that he done without pitting kind of compromised him. He could have pitted the lap earlier and done a little bit better. He actually could have closed in a little bit more. Lonnie in the pit lane again. So Pirelli trying to close down on to Flip, as that is a wide running teammate of I think that was Endex, I think, running a little bit wide. But Pirelli trying to suss out a place and a time to overtake Flip as they come out of turn 2 now. So if we we was able to scan to the right of the camera, we could have seen the 4x4 course, which you might actually be able to see. No, you can't. But Pirelli,
does he go for the move? Just not.
He looks for the inside line there, and he's going to get the better exit. He's going to go for the inside line. He's going side by side with Flip going in towards. Oh, and Mark as well.
That's Mark as well, yeah.
So this is a three-way battle. Mark goes off wide. He's now Pirelli into third. Flip fourth, and Mark into fifth. Mark has lost it.
What happened to Mark? Did he spin somewhere? He must have.
He's losing more.
Wait, let's check if he's got damage.
Mark's about to get lapped by Sig.
Ooh, doesn't look like he's got damage though. Now, Pirelli, can he chase down his teammate? He is.
Pirelli's unlapped himself.
10 slower though. Yeah.
Mark in the pits. Mark is in the pits. So.
I think Mark actually didn't pit. I think he was still on slicks.
No, he can't have been. He pitted. I know he pitted.
He pitted, but we didn't see him change tyres though, so maybe he forgot to change that.
Let's go on board with him quickly now because he's actually in the box. Possible.
He's got a penalty.
He's getting tyres. Oh, it's been penalty coming out. Intercept to 10 seconds, and also Mark getting 10 seconds, and also Lonnie on 10 seconds. So there's been a few more penalties given out for some of the drivers getting a little bit sideways now, as Mark drives down the pit lane. So Sig leads the way.
This is not
46th lap.
It's not as bad as last time where the entire top 8 was filled with penalties.
No. So Sig leads the way on the 46th lap. Then it's Cash in it. Then it's Pirelli. So Pirelli's doing really well for where he started and the reason the problem that he had. He's dropped it. We're down to 15th place out of 16 cars. He's now made it back up to third, just in front of Sig there, and he also is actually closing on Sig actually.
Yeah.
So this could be.
But is he catching his teammates? It doesn't really look like it all too much.
Slightly, maybe.
He's got 25 minutes to catch his teammate.
This is gonna be hard for Pirelli. Keep in mind that Pirelli and Cashmere are probably very good teammates. Very good friends as well. The bonds that the teammates gain. Now that's a lot of spray. So yeah, it was good timing for the.
Yeah.
But yeah, as I was saying, the drivers make really good can make really good bonds with their teammates, and it really helps out. Like, just an example.
I think Cashman's had a mini spin because he lost a lot of time to Pirelli.
Yeah.
Maybe just getting a little bit wide on the exit there.
We'll just take it into example here. in the GT4s, you've got Javier and GTS, both in the Astons, and they always practice together, as I know of. Because whenever I'm in a practice lobby, or whenever I set a practice lobby, it's always Javier always joins, and then GTS will join, and like drivers like me and Bowie are very similar on the skill level, and we work really well as teammates, and we work like me and Bowie very similar, because Bowie hasn't done a full racing season sort of thing in person.
Yeah.
He's a track marshal at Zandvoort, and also works for the team at Zandvoort. So he gets to like drive like the cars around and stuff.
Yeah.
So he knows how to drive cars and stuff with like race cars.
Yeah.
And like, whereas some teams like, not saying names, but like, I might as well. Teams like the Janetta in cashing it, it's on again, and he's spinning again. As also another.
Oh wait, who's that in front of him? That might have actually slightly distracted
Mike,
him.
that's Mike.
I think that Mike, yeah. Pirelli can now play pretty good catch up, actually.
Yeah. As I was saying, like the Janettas, they don't really work together. I don't really see them like testing or anything together. I don't know like who else like tests together, but the drivers have really good bonds like over time, and also the commentators good as well, and it helps out a lot more.
Oh, thanks, babe.
It's alright. Swear to God. What I'm thinking is what Reezy really thinks with the messages earlier. Alright, okay, we'll explain what's going on here. Mr. Reezy Real said, "Are you guys all good for tonight?" I said, "Well, the gods haven't taken my soul yet, so I guess I'm good for tonight." Chris goes and says, "I'm just about to jump in the shower." We had this I said to him, don't send me any pictures this time, please, mate." He went, "Won't, XD, but okay, XD." And we then found out that the races are at at 8 o'clock, or at 8 o'clock UK, 9 o'clock European something time.
Central European time.
Central European time. So
and if it's English time, then it's Greenwich Mean Time.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was sort of. I like how I'm gonna quickly take a shower before we get going. Reezy, bonus. But no. Yeah, this is just a fun bomb. I think I'm gonna be closer to the estimated lap at the laps completed. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's think they're gonna be setting 16 laps. 20 minutes. But really, oh my gosh, mate. Just slightly getting it a little bit wrong. Yeah. Just run the car off a little bit wide off track. Oh, as Pirelli, Cashin spun it again!
Oh, cashing it. You can't hold on to championships like this.
This is what's going to lose you the championship.
This isn't even just about the race anymore. I mean,
this is just more of a battle with teammates. If Cashin spun, then I was just I was not going to be happy. To be fair, I accept a spin there. Don't accept a spin at turn 2. From a driver that's leading the championship. But then, people could say that about me. Like... Oh, still. I don't know if Craze is still here. GT4's... I'm currently third in the championship, and... If he's not the indirect kamikaze driver.
Pirelli's using mind control to spin cash in it.
That's probably what he's doing. Pirelli's a little wizard.
He's a Jedi.
Yes. Oh, I was going to make a joke of May the 4th.
These are not the droids you're looking for.
If it was May the 4th, it would have been better.
Well, we didn't have a race on May the 4th, okay?
Well, actually, tell you did.
Actually,
no,
we might have a problem
with
next week, I'm not sure, but... No, we
you
didn't.
better not.
I mean, I don't know what time I've got violin lesson, but...
You got violin lesson. Boy! What's more important, me or violins?
Next Saturday, I've got my violin exam, okay?
Ah, that makes sense.
So, yes, I would at that time prioritize violin.
Wait, I just don't understand why. Why is a Dutch person playing the violin?
I also play the piano and guitar and bass guitar.
Yeah, but guitar's acceptable. Piano, if you can play piano, man, I'll let you off.
I can, yes.
Can you?
Yeah.
Have you got a piano?
Well, sort of. Yeah.
At home?
Yeah.
After this race, you better play it.
I mean, I can't play it very well, but...
You said you can play it. You better play it. But, I'm gonna...
I'll learn it better and then I'll post a video of it on my Instagram, okay?
Alright. If you don't pass your violin lesson, you've got to post it on YouTube.
On YouTube? Okay.
And if it's alright with Gavra, on the Gavra channel.
Okay.
Gavra, can we make a fool out of Chris if he fails his exam?
Anyway. I mean, I doubt I'm gonna fail. I'm really good, like, setup, I guess you could say.
All I'm gonna say is I'm gonna let you take over for a minute because I have been busting for a toilet since the start of the stream. And I'm about to die. Okay. So you take over for a minute.
Copy that, Captain. Okay, we are watching the battle of the season between Pirelli and Kashner. Kashner really just trying to keep himself on the track here, making sure he doesn't make too many more mistakes. 15 minutes left to go. We've got a couple penalties here and there, but nothing too much. Well, we do see, it does seem like in general pace, Kashner is slightly faster. Because in the straights, he does gain about 300ths to a 10th. So I think Pirelli's actually made a small mistake in the last two corners. I mean, we do have a battle slightly further back between Index and ID4 as these two teammates are battling just like the Ferrari B boys at the back. A lot more spray coming off from Index though, I'm not sure why. Index maybe letting his teammate go a little bit because you don't really want to be fighting if it's not necessary and just be holding each other up. battle forming between Interceptor and Yev's dog, also actually two teammates. Seems the only battles that we're actually having at the moment are between teammates. Just looking at the time, seeing if anybody else is really close to each other. Pirelli's gained a huge amount of time on Sig. Cash 2. Does he have damage? Doesn't seem to be. Gap between Pirelli and Cashnit just under 26 seconds again. Coming down to low 25s now. Small maybe braking error there, getting the gas down too early. As he actually gets a better run out of that corner though. Maybe slightly worse off the go and then good run, as he's now in the high 24s, low 25s. As Yev's dog and Interceptor are now fighting for 5th place. Yev's dog thinks better of it though. See if we can't get a chase cam going for once in the race. Coming up to, I believe, Rauch and let's see what the next corner is. Coming up to the last two corners now. Ooh, Yev's dog going slightly wide there. And he's just trying to maybe get a slightly better run on his teammate. But I don't know if these two are in a party talking to each other, because maybe just trying to pull each other along, but battling doesn't really seem to be great strategy at this point in the race when they just stick together slightly, use the slipstream they can catch up to with flip-flip. Yevsog again looking up the inside, just thinking better of it though. That was through Schlossgold. Coming up to Rauch now. Then Wirth. Probably butchering these names. Trying to pronounce them in Dutch. Last two corners. Rindt and Red Bull Mobile, and then we'll be at the end of the lap.
I'm back. That was a scary moment. I kicked.
Catnit's lost a lot of time. I think Catnit spun it again, because look at the gap now between them. Only 19 seconds.
Yeah, I kind of just tapped my controller, and I clicked circle. And if someone was saying, "Did you want to leave the session?" I was like, "No."
What are you talking about?
So, before we go any further, what's happened?
Yevitz and Interceptor are fighting. I don't know why.
Teammates fight. Okay. This is what I mean about.
Pirelli. Oh no, Catnit spun it, I think, because he's lost a big amount of time to Pirelli.
Also, this is what I was saying about teams that work together and teams that don't work together.
Yeah.
If this is a
because
team,
I mean, if they just stick together a little bit, they can easily catch up to flip-flip. But
if this is a team,
then battling is.
If these two are battling, like overtaking constantly, or they're just the other one's staying behind the other.
Well, Yev's dog, he keeps looking like he's gonna overtake, and then he just pulls back into a slipstream. He looks down the inside and then just thinks better of it last second.
Yeah.
They are catching Flip, but is it going to be enough? Because catching and overtaking is two different things.
catching cash in it. 19 seconds.
Slightly. But again, is catching him going to be good enough?
Wow, that's not good.
Oh, that's a little bit wide there.
I've just gone onto my phone. Well, I've on my phone.
Yeah.
I was reading this thing. A massive 3-alarm blaze broke out on the movie set slash auto dealership in Ellenville, New York, for the upcoming HBO miniseries. I Know This Much Is True. With several...
What is it? A fire on the movie set?
Yeah. With several Seeker 190 Chevys. Seekers.
No, not the Chevys.
The Chevy... The Seeker. The Seeker 1990. There was quite a lot of them. It was like it was built like an old classic sort of dealership as well.
That's sad. Rest in peace, Chevys. Mark's got a penalty. Let's see how much. 10 seconds. That might have been from earlier. I'm not gonna lie. But the rain does sort of seem to be letting off slightly. Very slightly.
Yeah. So 50 laps, 59 laps. I said about 60. Oh, this actually could be tight. You said 66.
Remember, if it goes over 63, then I've won. If it stays under 63, then you've won. And it takes 1 minute 20 per lap, roughly. Let's say 1 minute 30 then. Let's work this out. 7 minutes remaining. That is 620 seconds. That's 70 seconds per lap. So that's 620 divided by 70. It's
80,
that's 8.8. So
it was 80.
That doesn't look. That doesn't look right. 80 seconds, yeah.
Yeah, it's 80 seconds. You divided by 7.
Well, it's less time now. So let's say 6 seconds. That's
6 minutes.
That's 560 seconds divided by 80. That's 7 laps, roughly.
Yeah, no, they ain't 7 laps in 6 minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, your calculation's wrong, mate.
Somewhere my math is wrong there.
Well, it's...
Somebody will figure it out.
6 times 60, which is 360.
360.
Divided by 80, which is... 360 divided by 80 is... 2.5. 3.5.
Yeah.
I also have just seen the amount of cars in the FIA Formula 3.
What about it?
There
is there a lot, or...
There was 30 cars on track earlier.
Jesus Christ. 30?
Yes, 30.
Can you imagine... Can you imagine that F1 commentator having to commentate the start? Lights are out and...
Did you hear about the disabled guy that Seb helped out?
Pardon?
Did you hear about the disabled guy that Sebastian Vettel helped out?
No.
There was this disabled guy struggling, and Sebastian Vettel saw him, and oh, there's a spinner further back behind cashing it. There's two of them.
Who is that?
That is Interceptor.
Oh, that's Yeves and Interceptor.
No, it's not.
Did they hit each other?
No, that's Interceptor.
Wait, that's
and someone
Yeves
else.
and that is Interceptor and
Mike.
And Mike.
Oh. Oh, Mike's had.
Oh, he's got damage.
Interceptor's got suspension.
That's going to be a claim against Mike. I can assure you, unless that was Interceptor's fault.
Totally.
But
yeah.
Mike is the backmarker, so I can't see that Interceptor. I mean, unless Interceptor did something really stupid. Oh, and also Valentino Rossi did, like, I guess you could say, sort of like a pit day with a fan who I believe was in a motorcycle accident and couldn't walk, and sounds like you're laughing at it that she can't walk.
No. My mate just on your video. Mother, put it in reverse. There's a fucking Supra. Sorry for the language. Me and my mate love
Supra.
I am recording that clip on my phone. Sorry for the loud video that's about to play.
There's a fucking Supra. Put in reverse. That's a Supra. Pirelli's gaining a lot of time, but it's not going to be enough. But can you imagine? I truly think Pirelli, with his pace.
Don't bite your lip too early.
But I truly think Pirelli.
That's a new quote. Don't bite your lip too early because the Durex team could come out. Yes! Yes! I did it! I did it!
Mark, get the camera.
I did another Durex joke. Yes! I even
and we've hit our quota of the race, so
I've even I've used Ferrari and Durex in one joke. Yes. What I'm hoping for now is that my joke is not compromising either Pirelli or Kashnik. Or Sid.
Yeah. But
it's already. I was
gonna say, looking at Pirelli's pace, he could have definitely gone to either fight or win the battle. To win the race. I mean,
Six last lap time was a 129. Kashnik's was a 125. So
but I mean, if you look at like the pace that or the time Pirelli has gained on both Kashnik and Sig, you know, he had an absolute crap beginning, and look where he is. You know, he's in third place.
I've just realised something.
What?
You've beaten me.
Yes.
No! One more lap and it would have been me. Well, if this was the last lap,
I think I'm going to beat you by. No, there's one more lap after this.
Yeah.
It's going to be 65. That's one lap off my guess.
You said 66.
But that's because of the rain.
You said 66.
That's because of the rain. Yeah.
You said 66, but it's going to be 64.
It's going to be 65. There's one more lap after this.
No, it's 64.
No. Oh wait.
He's on the 64th lap
is.
now. He's on the final lap. You idiot.
Yeah. Sorry.
God's sake, Chris.
Hey partner, are you dumb or just retarded?
No, I'm just disappointed.
I'm just a disappointment.
No, have you seen that joke? It's like, are you angry? No. I'm just disappointed.
I'm just disappointed. Oh, that's straight in the feels.
I need to talk to you about something after this race, but there was a program, there was a video I watched on YouTube last night, and it was there was this dating show that they spend and they spend 6 hours in this house. This couple, this guy spends 6 hours in a room with this girl that he's never met before. And they have challenges like every hour, and they've got to like get used to knowing each other. And it was the worst one I watched. It was the weirdest one I had to watch. One of the challenges was stare into the other person's eyes for 3 minutes straight. It was like
Who can stare at someone for 3 minutes straight?
yeah, like, it was
Yeah,
more of like they sat next to each other. They sat in front of each other, just stared at each other.
Yeah,
couldn't
he's in the
speak.
pits.
He had damage.
He's grossly. No, he has to fuel himself.
Yeah, he's gonna lose.
Wait, is he? No, he's actually in the perfect like grid spot. I hope he hasn't fueled himself too much. Oh, he retired.
Oh,
Why?
he didn't even finish.
Why
the
did he
race.
retire?
He's just lost all his
I
points.
mean-
He was in 5th.
But if he just like fueled himself, he didn't even have to fuel himself.
Oh,
I don't
yeah, he
understand
was
why
in
he's done
6th,
that.
wasn't it? He was in 6th.
But even if he did that, like the finish line was right there. He literally just had to fuel himself up enough to get himself across the finish line
Wait, where was
in
he?
the pits.
Yebes
He
was in 5th.
Look at. Yeah, he was.
So Yebes
That
just
is-
lost. He's fuck. Oh wow, that's bad. But saying that.
Oh wait, is that because of the race is finished?
Whoa,
Yeah.
yeah, everyone's spinning.
I was gonna say.
Stig's happy. It's the Stig. He's won his first race of the season. Stig takes home 30 points for Durex Racing. The condom stayed on for the whole race.
They had enough rubber.
They had enough rubber. They also had enough lubricant.
Yep.
So that
And,
is
thank-
a first win for the Durex team,
Yeah.
and not a win for Ferrari B, and that is second and third for the Ferraris. So the gap actually slightly increases, but it's going to be closer later into the end of the season, and that's just a confirmation. Winning, Sig first place, cashing it second. Ferrari third, Flip fourth. Flip did not a good result from Flip. Cypherknight 5th, Mark 6th, Reezy Real 7th, ID Forgets 8th, Interceptor 9th, Gaming 10th, AR 11th, Index 12th, Lonnie 14th, Mike 15th, 14th, and Yeves 15th. Yeves was on lap 61, apparently. Oh, so he's been in the pits a long time. Apparently he was in 5th. So that would have put him... That would have put him in... That would have put him... Yeah. 5th place.
Yeah.
And he's just...
I don't know why he did what he did, but...
so Project Speed. I think it's Project Speed in 4 and 5 there. So we had...
Yeah, it is.
Durex, Ferrari, and then Project Speed.
Yeah.
Lonnie not having a good race from start from the back of the grid.
Yeah, but I mean, missing out on qualifying, you just miss out so much time.
Oh yeah. And I totally agree with that, because I've had it up to me for a car that has not much, or doesn't have the best of pull away, and you start from last. You're about 5 seconds down on a long start before you go into a long straight before you go into turn 1.
Yeah.
It just ruins it. But no, we're waiting for something.
What's this F1 manager? That looks pretty neat.
On what?
It's literally just like Motorsport Manager, but with F1, with actual F1 cars and tracks.
On where?
Look at F1's story on Instagram.
Oh, I can't be asked. But saying that, yeah. So that is your result. I don't know what we're waiting for now. I think Reezy's just sending the race results, probably.
Maybe.
But no. Good result from Sig. They're taking home 30 points. And then the two Ferraris not having the best of, one of them not having the best of races. There will be a load of race claims. Driver of the day is going to go to Pirelli for just the drive. To be honest, the drive he had from the first and second lap where he had the incidents. He drove.
Wait, he was essentially last.
Yeah, he was
coming back to third.
Last. And nearly 2 laps down on like lap 3, I think it was on lap 4. He was nearly a lap down, so you can sort of see why.
He was nearly 2 laps down.
Nearly 2 laps down, or 2 laps down. He's come back to get the 3rd place.
And he had an extra pit stop, so if you take that pit stop delta away from that 3rd pit stop, he would have actually been in contention with Sig.
He would have beaten him. That extra pit stop was the repair for the damage, though.
Yeah.
And that was a
I think it's fair to say that Pirelli should have won this.
Yeah, so I don't know what we're waiting for now, but yeah, no, that has been the stream for tonight. Next will be where are we next round? Next round we are at Hockenheim GP. Fun.
That'll be interesting because first corner is big for penalties.
Wait,
taking it too narrow or too wide.
Pirelli only got 15 points last race.
Oh.
Only three people got points. 4 people got points. No, 5 people got points. Pirelli got 15. Hijacker Sweden. Pirelli won. Hijacker Sweden second. Reedy Real in 3rd. And then Cypher in 4th. And then Mike in 5th. Oh, now that's an odd one. I don't know how because it says the points were casual. I don't know how it counts as casual.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that has been the LMP2. Let's see, LMP2 round 10 from Red Bull Ring. Next week we'll be in Hockenheim, Germany, not far from Austria, one country over. I think. So we'll be there, and there'll be. I think it's Zolder. Did I say Zolder? I can't remember. Next round is after that Silverstone. After that is Silverstone. Then we'll have that week. Remember, we'll have another week break, and then we're off to the Middle East / Asia with Dubai, Zurich, Sakito, and Fuji. So basically, Japan. It's just Japan, China, and Dubai. That's the races. But no, thank you.
Not many races left.
There is. Oh, what's happening? There is 6 rounds to go for the end of the season. Wait. Yeah, 6 rounds to go before the end of the season. So, thank you guys so much for watching. It has been me.
My controller just disconnected.
Oh, well, thank you guys so much for watching. It has been me, Ryan Ruby 9653, or Ryan Racing. Ryan Racing is my YouTube channel. And also, it has also been
Dr. Musso, Chris. I don't have a YouTube channel.
He will have a YouTube channel if he fails this violin exam. He'll be posting his Piano Man. But, thank you guys. Oh, I keep pressing the same button. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you. Well, we'll see you on Friday. Oh, I will see you on Tuesday. But we'll see you guys on Friday. So thank you for watching, and bye!